What is up, Bartweeb's channel? It is your boy Banjo, and I'm here alone today. Yes, I am a one-man army. Barto is, not feeling too well, so it's just me by myself today, and I'm gonna do the best job that I can possibly do, and I'm going to be reviewing this chapter that Oda has just given us, chapter 1067. So we open up this chapter and it is just it's just Vegapunk and Luffy. They're having a little bit of dialogue. They're talking and Luffy asks him, "What happened to your head? Why is there an apple sticking out of the top of your dome?" He doesn't understand it, and quite frankly, I didn't understand it at first as well. But he goes on to say this is an antenna, and he has a laboratory full of nothing but his memories, and this laboratory is called Punk Records. He then goes on to explain that if he could possibly, share all of his memories with the entire world, that is like his dream, and that's pretty crazy because if he would be able to give every single memory that he has or everything that he's learned to, let's just say, some random farmer village, do you know how advanced this farm village would become? And the world government wouldn't know what to do with everybody knowing all the secrets of the world, because obviously Vegapunk, with reading the O'Hara books, he has to know pretty much everything, all of the Void Century stuff. He's a man of all knowledge. Then we go on to see that he mentions all of the Vegapunks, 1 through 6, and he's saying that these are all of his personalities he has taken out all of his personalities, put them into these beings, and they work together and they get stuff done. Which, I think that's pretty interesting, and I think we all kind of assumed this is really what it was all about. But then we get Bonnie. Bonnie pulls out this lightsaber and she's about to off Vegapunk, and I'm like, this can't happen. There's no way that Oda's really just gonna do this, because he's notorious for doing things that we just don't expect. But thank God this is not a lightsaber. This is a, bug attractor. I don't know. I guess it attracts mosquitoes. She's gonna get Ebola. But then we go on to the devil fruit situation and Momonosuke. They're talking about Momonosuke and how he ate the fruit, and Vegapunk, he's a little disappointed that this fruit isn't like exactly a perfect replica. He's asking him, what color is it, defective? And he's just a little concerned. And as you can tell, Vegapunk is a complete perfectionist. He wants everything that he creates to be absolutely perfect to the T. I mean, I can't blame him. If I was that smart, I'd want everything to be perfect as well. And then after this, we move on to the ginormous robot. It looks a little bit like Oars, as everybody has probably said already, but this robot, we figure out that it attacked the Holy Land of Merijois approximately 200 years ago. Yes, it 200 years ago, and the Void Century was 800 years ago, and this robot was built 900 years ago. So what is this robot doing attacking Mary Joie 200 years ago? I don't have the answer to this question, and hopefully Oda answers it, later on. Maybe, hopefully the next chapter, because this is crazy. What was this Oars-looking robot doing, attacking Mary Joie 200 years ago when it was built approximately 900 years ago? I don't know. It is crazy to me how this is working. He mentions that the world government obviously wanted this destroyed, so they asked a scientist to destroy something that he could experiment and learn from. I don't know why. The world government just seems more and more incompetent every single day. Like, even from letting what's his face, Dr. Clover, escape multiple times. Like, the world government is taking L after L after L, and I'm starting to get a little worried about them, because they're not as smart as what I had thought, or everybody thought they were, because this is just crazy. Then, thank God, we get a little bit of connection between the rest of the Straw Hat crew, and then Luffy, Bonnie, and Jinbei, and Big Chopper. So we're watching, Shaka show the rest of the Straw Hat crew, Luffy and his folks, and how they're looking at this ginormous robot-looking thing. So hopefully next chapter we'll get a little bit of the Straw Hat crew coming back together, because the next panel we see Vegapunk saying, "Please, can you take me away from Egghead Island?" This has to be solely because we have Rob Lucci and his gang pulling up. The Cypher Pool is here, and they are ready to do a little bit of damage. And we see them; they've already destroyed one of these sea monsters, robot things, and they're being denied access to board the island. We have Rob Lucci. Don't remember the other ones' names because I'm not good with names. We see that they have masks, and as we know, the masks agents, they are typically much stronger than all of the other ones. I love a good organization, so this could be pretty interesting. But like I said, Vegapunk is begging to leave the island. He doesn't like he's worried. He's already projected his death. And then we abruptly move to Kamabaka Kingdom on the Grand Line, and this we see Kuma, and he's got a bunch of like metal rods sticking out of him, and a bunch of like IVs, like robot IVs hooked up to him, and he's getting up, and everybody's like saying, what's wrong, and he just takes off like Usain Bolt. He just gets up and he does the dash, and I'm wondering, like, where is he going? What is he doing? And it seems like nobody else knows what he has planned, what is in store for Kuma, because he's just running off. He just decided that he wants to go. I don't know what happened, but you have Dragon saying like where do you want to go so bad? And then Ivankov, he says that the war is just getting started for the Revolutionary Army. Boys and girls, the Revolutionary Army is about to kick up, and we're going to see some real Dragon and Sabo action. I'm hyped. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. Of course, like and subscribe. This is Banjo out. Peace.